It is time now for one of the best segments in all of sports and entertainment. It is time to dive deep.
But grab a seat, have some fun. We'll be back in 5. Okay.
I think sometimes we forget who we're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly you is what I'm.
I remember.
Mostly you.
I remember. That's why I want him to smack me in the mouth, and I'll come for everything he fucking has.
Oh,
We got a big umbrella policy over here, Connor. You're welcome. Come on.
God damn. This is the men's league, pal. There's a lot of money on the line. Look at his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I can make the play. I love it. Yes, you can, dude.
Thank you so much. Since you're so nice, I've decided to help you, the Colts, and the city of Indianapolis.
Wow.
So this plan is a little tricky, and it's kind of pragmatic, so I hope nobody gets offended, you know? So you get Jim Irsay, Chris Ballard, and Frank Reich to go to Carson's church on Sunday after the service, you know?
Okay.
And they sit down with Carson and his priest, put on a Bible on the table. He can put the hand on the Bible, right? And they can ask him, do you honestly believe that Jesus thinks you deserve your contract based on your performance?
Wow.
Holy shit. He says, no, you already have another contract, you know? If he declines to sign the pay cut, I have a redundancy here. You can just bribe the minister, and he can send him on some missionary work with Team Tebow around Africa or something. So you get like $40 million in cap.
Holy shit.
He's on to something.
That's airtight.
That's a man with a plan.
He said, and even if things don't go right, we have backup plans. Go right to the minister and ask him to do the entire thing. I mean, definitely something to think about. And I don't know if Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard have kicked the wheels on that plan yet, but I mean, what if...
Bold move. Bold
genius.
Move to try.
I love that he's sitting over there just thinking, they're getting it all wrong.
And he comes up with a backup plan for that plan, too.
I have ideas just in case it does not work. Follow on with the pastor. Hit him a little bit harder and see if he'll get in plans. Thank you, Tio. Every time he calls is good.
Yeah.
Every time he calls is good.
Hey, Jesus.
Hey, Jesus Hawk. 2 Jesus references in that one call there. That's pretty good. Hey, God bless us.
God bless. Yes.
And God bless Serbia, I think.
Which God?
Whichever one they believe in. I'm not sure what they're,
We're not getting
up
it.
to.
Whichever
Yeah.
God is the God over there.
Yes.
God bless him.
Get a knock. It's Paterno. He says, "If you want to play tomorrow, you better shave." Has a fucking razor. Hands me a razor.
Really?
Swear to God.
That's how Paterno sounds?
Say it one more time.
If you want to play tomorrow, you better shave.
That's what he said.
Sounds like Michael Jackson.
Holy fuck.
And they thought that guy didn't know?
You know what, AQ, while I'm up here at your room, yeah, I mean, for the Bears, if you're looking for a big wide receiver who will jump as high as possible and then try to catch it down at his knees, you got the right guy.
Come on.
If you're looking for a deep threat who will just stumble over his feet all the time, I mean,
He's not even cold.
what a great career.
Thank God he's getting out of that fan base.
I'm happy for him.
We'll
find new aminos.
Don't you drink aminos all day, you?
Sometimes, yeah, I mean, but, yeah, I don't know.
What's the problem?
What?
Why can't we just ever ask you just a fucking question?
Straightforward answer.
It's in the bottle you're drinking right now, right? Rest in peace, says dogs. Anyways,
Scumbag.
with that being said,
You're right.
Oh, look how happy he is.
Oh, yeah.
Especially now that he's a COVID survivor.
I know.
Oh, he is so. There it is. There it is. Get Dick Pond out, too. You want to talk about the Olympics a little bit? All right, jeez.
I feel pressure for the guy with all this 5 years of work and training go into this little thing, and one little weird thing can happen, and judges decide that, hey, you didn't win.
Yeah, and what if the Zambone is, not exactly a Zambonin for Nathan Chenzice as opposed to anybody else's? And this is the pressure of all Olympians, right? You work 4 years doing sports that nobody cares about, that revolve around tedious amount of work.
It's going to become more power hungry.
Well, especially if we keep fucking over senior software engineer Blake Lemoine.
Yeah, well, we know there has been an engineer before that's come forward from Google, and you damn know well Bill Gates is putting a bullet right between his eyes saying, hey, shut up, okay, buddy? We're going to
Bill Gates works
do
for
what we
Microsoft.
want.
What is this guy's
That's
problem?
what's the difference. These days
See,
they're
now
all
you're
run by the
being
same people.
disrespectful to the
These
Lambda
days they're
family.
all run by the same people up at the top. Okay.
Mike McDaniel said Teron Armstead will practice on a limited basis today.
Okay.
Seriously?
See,
See, that's actually really interesting because
And Drew Brees is dead because he got struck by lightning.
Oh man.
I have so many thoughts on Drew Brees not getting stuck by lightning.
That's all the breaking news that happened while Ross
shit.
was on the phone.
Hey,
Once he sobers up,
camera?
we need him.
is this camera? Where's this camera? This
You're
camera?
right there. You're right there.
Yeah, there it is. There it
Hey,
is.
Rapport, why don't you get sober for 4 or 5 minutes and find out some goddamn news?
Yeah, please.
Back to the program. The Patriots have made their selection.
Here we go.
They drafted somebody from UT Chattanooga.
Hell yeah!
Cole.
Let's go!
Cole.
Cole Hauser.
Strange.
Cole Strange. Cole
Cole
Strange.
Strange. Let's go. See you in the Hall of Fame, Cole. Welcome to the squad. Thanks again, Bill. Let's go.
That old Cuzzy guard got benched 2 times already this season.
Yeah, back-to-back games.
What's his name?
Cole Strange?
Cole Strange been benched twice. Yeah, remember? He's been talking about how good he is and everything like
Hall
that.
of Famer.
Yeah, Hall of Famer. This guy's
Still is.
unbelievable. He's been benched the last 2 games. Get him off the field. Guy can't protect anybody.
I'd rather him go the route of Cole Strange than, say, Quentin Nelson. Yeah, I'd rather him be where he's at right now.
Jesus.
Just throwing that out there.
There's no reason. Dan, those eyes were warranted. There's no reason for him to do what he
I'm
just
not
did.
positive. I'm pretty sure after last night's game, this is the first time 2 divisions in the NFL have 2 or 8 teams that are above 500 or at 500.
AFC East.
AFC East and NFC East.
I understand you want to just sneak the AFC.
No, this is
into
real.
every conversation.
This is real. No.
No, but we're talking about the NFC East. We're talking about how they were in the shitter. Now they're the best division in the history of football. And then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that's funny.
Well,
Just 1 second. I mean, it might not be the best in the history of the NFL, but let's not. The AFC East.
well,
There's a Mexico game.
Yeah, I think that one's before in Germany's Tampa.
Is Mexico
Seattle.
Thursday night or Sunday?
I don't know because it's normally on a Thursday night, right? Or
Yeah.
I thought it was on Monday.
or it could be that too.
I thought there was one more London game.
Remember the because
This is good for us to do.
Estadio Azteca.
This is a good show.
Last time they tried going to Mexico.
Yourselves in practice, but ultimately, man, I want to find the best guy for the job that fits what I want to do and fits what we're trying to do here and could put our guys in the best situation to have success.
We have time for 5 more questions starting.
That's 2 hours. That's 2 hours.
This week I will be twisting 2 teams. I believe that 2 teams are not in the spots that they should be here in the top 10. So that is what I will be doing this week, which I will believe I will be putting out on Friday.
That's like whenever you had an essay.
Yeah,
you
you have to-
need 500 words.
exactly. So
But could you imagine if McDaniels, Tom, and Bill Belichick all were back in New England? Just another trip around, take the tractor another round. Last episode of Tom Brady's Super Dance or whatever the fuck that documentary was called. That would be bananas. As a driver, I'd assume. No, probably not.
Probably not.
I'd assume he does it. He just woke up and said, I want fucking wild style or whatever the hell.
Animal style.
There it is.
Walked in and out.
Wild style.
He still drives that.
Here's what Robbie tweeted to Ian Rappaport's ice cold. Thank God. Fingers crossed to the moon.
That's right.
Boom.
So Robbie's pumped.
He's elated.
Robbie seems like he's pumped.
Here we go.
Robbie's happy.
Moss came off suspension. They hadn't won a game since he was back in the building, but now Tua's back. They're winning. I talked to Mike McDaniel this morning. Everyone's talking about Bradley Chubb, but he was grinning like the butcher's dog, as you guys say on this show. And he said, I took John Lynch, my old friends, out back for Jeff Wilson for a 5th rounder. He couldn't stop laughing at that.
Is that what he
It's
said?
great out here.
He said he took him out
It's
back.
great. He took him out back. He said 5th rounder for Jeff Wilson.
And
I can't perform either. Jack Harlow, that's a multi-talented guy. He can do a performance and be a guest picker. He's going to bring a lot of juice.
I understand Jack Harlow's nail tech knows how to keep a little secret, okay? He doesn't wish for his success. He fucking speaks it. I'm a Jack Harlow fan. Jim Irsay's financing a movie.
He is.
This came out as breaking news
Really?
here. Yeah.
He's not making the actors pay.
What's that?
Come on.
Not making the actors pay for the movie. I would have.
Like we know how much you guys are making.
Yeah. Well, we know from
All right.
what has gone on in Minneapolis why we had a bunch.
But it's like, why can't? Hey, Trevor, what do you like about football? This guy, like a puppet, asked him immediately back, which is the right move to do. I do not blame said reporter person for doing it. And he goes, that I get to physically assault the person across from me every single play. And it's like, oh, okay, this guy's a psychopath.
Hell yeah.
All right, this guy, actual psychopath.
fuck it. Gotta rock this peanut head.
Hey, I think you did the right thing.
Yeah.
I think you made the right decision. A great fro, though, is something that I would have grown if I had the ability to do so. That's like fucking coolest look of all time.
Yeah, top 3.
Walking in with a fucking massive fro.
What's your other 2?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You said top 3.
Yeah. What are the other 2?
Yeah.
Dreads and mullet. Duh. Fuck.
Duh.
What a fucking idiot.
Come on, Tony.
I heard he bought Philip Rivers' Spank Mobile that he would take from San Diego to.
Is that what they called it?
L.A.
Yeah, and he put like gaming systems so he
I thought it
could
was a
play.
Sprinter van.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody called it a spank mobile.
I heard it.
I thought his
A
last
report on the internet?
I saw reports on the internet.
Let's get to a break. This hour. I feel like we got better and got worse at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like when that happens.
That's right. In hour 3 here, this should be fantastic. AJ, how come you didn't dive into the horse talk?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry I've missed this for the last 2 years. I will definitely try to pay attention and join in next time. So coming out of the 1 o'clock into the 2 o'clock hour, that's when we ride, right?
No, well, you won't be introduced at that point yet. So you would only have the 2. Well, yeah, unless what you just said. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, so at this time, when
like
we're
a
coming
fool.
back at this break, that's when we ride.
2 Eastern, you get your first opportunity to ride.
You guys will have already ridden 5
Twice.
or 6
Yes,
times.
twice. at that point.
We have already rode 2 times.
Gotcha.
All right.
I'm in.
We have Ariel Helwani.
Ooh.
What's that?
What time is he coming?
I think it's a 1 o'clock hour. You want to join us for that one?
No, I'll watch it though. But how do we get points defensively?
Sacks, interceptions,
interceptions, fumble
good
recoveries.
stuff. Not giving up points.
Ty, you don't need the attitude, Ty.
Too. I grew up Catholic. Believe me. I
Yeah,
know.
well, it looks like you were paying attention, were you?
Well, you might have been paying a little too much attention, Ty. We don't know what you were doing back
Maybe
then.
AJ
What is that
forgot.
supposed to mean?
No, I mean, just maybe you were too dialed in. That's why your sports career didn't go as far as you
No,
wanted.
I mean, I knew that it was called the altar. It's not,
I know what the altar is, but
Well,
normally
clearly you don't.
Normally, an altar is used when you're going to a wedding. But I understand the pulpit
That's
is
not
usually
true,
what the
no.
priest stands. The pulpit. That's
No,
like
no,
his
no,
region.
No,
the
that's
pulpit
altar's
is
always
where
right
you're
there.
reading from the New Testament and the Gospel.
What about
okay?
the Old
The
Testament?
pulpit's the thing that you're not supposed to eat.
It's old news, bro.
Of the apple, you'll choke on it.
And right behind the altar is the tabernacle.
That's right.
You guys know way more than I do about the Catholic
Those are
Church.
also the things on the side of the boat.
Tabernacle.
Noah's Ark.
Those are barnacles, Tony.
Were you really thinking barnacles right there?
I think being a good friend
They're
matters.
jealous.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, it does. They were jealous. Just like if he probably, someone gets a girlfriend or something, then they don't spend time with their buds, and their buds get all jealous and weird. That's
Yeah,
what
but
happens.
on the other side of it, it's like, hey, Henry, you're maybe going to win the Cy Young. Like, why don't you just fucking buy us a nice 18-foot yacht instead
Well,
of
he
us-
wasn't the one in control there, remember?
Yeah, true.
He was. There was
yeah,
that
it was
asshole.
his stepdad, trying to sell him to the Yankees.
I mean, who would have expected here Tuesday, November 8th, 2022? Full Rookie of the Year breakdown. I mean, we're doing a cinema file type show right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love it.
Angels in the outfield tomorrow.
I've never seen it. I'll watch it tonight.